This is Thomas Lyons for Raps on TV. We're here, York or Bethnal Green, for the Hellraiser Mickey Elliott promotion. Fortunate to be joined by victorious Eric Donovan on the card. Eric, firstly, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Great performance from yourself.
Thank you, Tom. Yeah, delighted. Heard so much about the York Hall. Heard it for years. Been following some of my favourite boxers as they progress through their careers, and a lot of them have used the York Hall as a stepping stone. And to finally get the chance to come in here and box has been a wonderful experience for me, and to have all my friends and family and fans travel over and create a bit of an atmosphere. Very, very happy.
Nothing beats the Irish.
No, it's just wonderful, like, you know, because you're never more Irish than when you're out of Ireland, you know what I mean? Everybody gets so in touch with their Irishness and their heritage, and very patriotic, but it was a wonderful experience for me, because I have a lot of family in England as well, you know, so they all made the trip down, and they wouldn't normally get to come over and see me in Ireland, but they're from Birmingham and Colchester, and you know, so it's great that they, my brother lives here, my dad lives here as well, you know, so they all got to come, and I mean, Team Donovan, very, very happy.
Yeah, like you touched on there, I mean, the iconic York Hall, some of the most famous boxers from this country. You produced some massive fights here. Obviously, last night we had Conor Benn headline the Matchroom show, featured the likes of Shannon Courtney, Ofer Jones. Some great fighters. I mean, it
was brilliant.
So yeah,
no, it was great, because we were here for the weigh-in yesterday. So I seen them all going in, you know, and it was kind of like, it was a lovely experience, you know. It was so surreal as well, you know. But I believe I'm an elite level fighter, and I believe that I deserve to be on big platforms and big venues like this. So I'm 10-0 now, 6 knockouts. I'm in a really good position, and I'm looking forward to kicking on with my career and getting closer to that European title, which is a big goal of mine. So I'm only, as you heard my manager talk there, I'm only 1 or 2 fights away from that shot. So you know, please God, fingers crossed, all goes well.
Yeah, 100%. God willing, you get that break onto the European fringe world level scene. I mean, featherweight at the moment, thriving. You know, you've got the likes of Josh Warrington that's just defending his IBF world title against Kid Galahad. Carl Frampton, a fellow native Irishman of yours.
Yeah, former sparring partner. Me and Carl we were on the Irish team together for years. So we're good buddies as well. So, like, you know, it's just, I was very late turning pro. Carl's, you know, been a pro a long time now as well, and but we're good mates, and we've had so many rounds of sparring, unbelievable amount of rounds, and but you're right, the division is thriving, and you know, when I watched Kid Galahad versus Josh Warrington, I watched it as a fan, as a boxing fan. Didn't think it was a great fight, but I asked myself the question: do I see anything that would trouble me between these two guys? Now, I'm not disrespecting, they're quality, world level fighters, but I believe that I could get into the ring with either of them. That's the belief and confidence that I have in myself. So I just got to keep holding on to that belief, but keep working hard. I work very hard with Ken and Joe, my 2 coaches, and I'm a firm believer of what you put into this game, you get out of it. And hopefully I get my just rewards soon. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Carl Frampton having shared the ring with Leo Santa Cruz, Josh Warrington, I mean, to name a few top quality elite level fighters, and like you said there, you're kind of looking to mix it with that caliber of opposition. Well, they set the bar. That's where I want to be. So you know, they've set they're the markers. You know, they're at the top of the field. They're the front runners, and I'm chasing them. But I'd love to get there.
Yeah, I mean, we look at featherweights at the moment. There was rumours of a World Boxing Super Series that was going to be created for the featherweights, the likes of Oscar Valdez. I mean, you've got Gary Russell Jr., WBC champion. Watching you tonight, I mean, slick southpaw with, I mean, an array of skills. Shot selection was on point to the body and head, mixing it up. From ringside, I mean, you bring a lot of support. The noise was through the roof. But seeing you from the outset, the shots you were stepping into range, throwing the shots, setting up the jab with the right hand, backhand to follow. I mean, just talk to me about your performance tonight. How pleased are you with it?
No, I'm really pleased. I knew this guy was going to be a very tough opponent. He has a winning record, but he spent most of his career in the away corner. So that shows you how good he is.
Now go right again.
I knew he was going to bring a tough test, and he did bring a tough test. But I'm working with Joe and Ken, and my strengths, my fundamentals, and my qualities come from my amateur days. My slick southpaw style. I used to box to the computer score system, hit and don't get hit. But Joe and Ken is trying to get me to sit down a bit more. I have lots of power, but I'm not using it. I'm not utilising my, you know, because I'm up on my toes a bit too much, and I'm a bit too light when I'm punching. So when I sit down a little bit and flatten my feet and turn over my punches and really turn them over and put my shoulder into them, you can actually see the effect that it has on my opponents. And when I clipped him at the right time, the right place, he went down. And it gives you great reassurance and great confidence. But for a while I could see the hunger in his eyes. He did not want to lose that fight.
Yes.
And I was saying, there was a kind of a sly, sneaky streak in him as well. He was trying to set traps for me, really experienced. You could tell that he was trying to just lure me in. But I didn't want to show him any weakness. I just, constantly motivated, constantly wanted to take away all of his strengths and kept offloading, because I didn't want to give him, I knew if I gave him an inch, he'd take a mile.
Yes.
And finally I got him out there.
Yeah, I mean, those adjustments that you made in the ring tonight, kind of stepping into range, closing the distance. I mean, the guy you boxed tonight, I mean, I think was it Philippine background or
Nicaraguan, yeah.
I mean, they're notorious.
He the points decision lost to Sean McGoldrick as well there recently as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like another good fighter. He had a good 6 rounds with Sean, or possibly 8 rounds. I don't know. So he's a good fighter. I know he's a good fighter. He's been around, like I said, and to have a winning record and been in the way of corner, it tells you exactly how good you are. My manager, I told my manager, I want to test. And he said, this guy's going to give you a good test. Yeah. And he did, but we surpassed that and we move on again.
I mean, Nicaraguans are notorious for their tough, rugged style. You managed to kind of break the high guard that you kind of emulated in the fight, but also kind of touch down to the body. I mean, the body shots, systematically, the fluidity with the shots you had, you must be pleased.
Oh, absolutely, because like when you're boxing someone like that is very kind of, they're so robust, and they know how to kind of negate your strengths as well. I had to use all of my guile and my experience to try and whip those punches into the areas, very small areas that he would give me, little windows of opportunity that has to be kind of capitalized within a moment, very short period of time. It has to be instinct, and so once I did, I felt them punches sinking in, and you could see him wilt a little bit more each time. But he kept coming. He just kept coming. But finally, I clipped him on the chin, and I think that was the start of his downfall.
Yeah, I mean, looking at obviously the domestic scene at at featherweight, got Ryan Walsh, British champion, Isaac Lowe, obviously had a 10-round unanimous decision on the Fury Schwartz card in the States. So, I mean, obviously an Irish boxer kind of looking to surpass the domestic scene, but also having sparred with the likes of Carl Frampton and other elite level fighters. Do you kind of have ambitions to take that to that next level?
They're all the boxers you talk about, they're all of those guys are in the top 10 Europeans, you know what I mean, at the moment. And I know Isaac Lowe has just won the British title as well. Yes. Wasn't it like, great performance as well, lifelong dream for him to win the British title. I just won the Irish title recently, I don't know what his aspirations are. Mine are to go on to a European title. I said if I can get a European title, it'd be a dream come true. I was a European bronze medalist as an amateur, senior level, so I said like I'd love to go on and become champion of Europe and then kick on and maybe fight for world honours. But I know I'm very close to my Everest, and that is my Everest, and I set that goal for myself, and if I can get there, I'll live a happy man for the rest of my life.
Yeah, Eric, it's good to see that you've got that confidence, that ambition to kind of take it to that next level. Just want to talk to you a little bit about your amateur pedigree. Obviously, you haven't really introduced you properly to the platform, but we like to kind of uncover amateur boxers right from the start, the grassroots tiers, right to the top. Just talk to me a little bit about your amateur sort of esteem.
I'm 5 times Irish senior champion, European bronze medalist. I won the WSB as well with Kazakhstan. I moved out there and boxed with the Astana Irelands for 8 months. But as an amateur, I've won a lot of multi-nation tournaments, and I've been in the ring with, I sparred with Lomachenko, and I've been in the ring, I boxed Salimov twice, the only guy to beat Lomachenko, and lost narrowly in points to him, including the European semi-final in Russia. I boxed Thomas Stalker as an amateur, beat Thomas Stalker, he beat me as well. I'm a little bit I'm well experienced actually. Thanks, best of luck, buddy. Thank you.
See you in a little bit.
See ya, thanks man. I'm actually well experienced. I've actually been in the ring with Nick MacDonald, former English pro. Years ago, I was the 4 Nations senior champion while still only a junior boxer, 17 years old. It was a record. It's never been done before, so that was a nice kind of a lovely personal achievement for me, because at that time, it was in 2003, I wasn't national senior champion. I was just sent for experience. So I was only a junior, and I won the 4 Nation seniors in Cardiff, so that was massive. And Nick MacDonald was big that time. He was he was tipped for stardom for Olympic Games and stuff. So yeah, that kind of catapulted me on. But like, I've had a wonderful amateur career, but I was reluctant to turn pro because I always wanted the Olympics. And then I was in prime position to qualify for London Olympics. I was seeded, I was in top 10 in the world, I was number 3 in Europe, and I broke my left hand about just a couple of months before the qualifiers. So yeah, it was devastating for me. But look, you overcome. You know what I mean, and that's it. You know, I've overcome a lot of adversity in my life, and you just keep setting new goals.
100%.
You know.
Well, God willing, you come through tonight fit and healthy, and I mean, again, impressive performance on your course, showcasing your skills. Hellraiser promotion, Mickey Elliott. Just quickly on the nature of Irish boxing at the moment. Obviously, Katie Taylor, undisputed female lightweight champion after beating Delphine Persoon in MSG in New York. Obviously, looking at Katie's career from the amateurs right through to the pros, has achieved a lot, similar to yourself. Multi-nations, you know, Harringay box cups, and this list goes on. But just talk to me a little bit about sort of the position that Irish boxing is in at the moment.
It's in a great position. It really is. Probably one of the strongest positions it's ever been in terms of professional anyway. You know, you've got Katie there. We had TJ Dottany, who was a world champion. He just lost in a unified fight. To Roman, and he put up a great fight. Dennis Hogan lost his world title fight to Mungai in Mexico, which he got absolutely robbed. It was horrible. You know, we got Carl Frampton on the cusp of boxing for a world title again. Ryan Burnett lost his world title under unfortunate circumstances. But normally we'd get 1 or 2 boxers every 10 years. Now we have a pool of them. It's great, you know, and Michael Conlan's making big waves as well, you know, and there's just so many, and Katie as well. Like, I'm great friends with Katie, and I would have been a sparring partner for Katie for most of her amateur career. I helped her to prepare for Sofia Ochigava, the Russian she beat in the Olympic final, so who was a southpaw as well. So I went to Katie's training camp, even though I knew I wasn't going to qualify. I was gone, my chance was gone to qualify. I went as a sparring partner to help Katie prepare for Ochigava, because Katie's she's a legend, and it's just nice to be able to help her out. She's such a good person, you know. So
one Donovan making waves in the featherweight division. Another Donovan yesterday signed the deal to Top Rank. Paddy Donovan, Limerick lad, Top Rank. I mean, Bob Aaron. I mean, like you said, the flag is flying high for Irish boxing.
It really is, and it's a great opportunity for the kid. And I think he's with a very good guy, good friend of mine, Andy Lee. Who you know, we were on the team together for years. Andy is he's so knowledgeable. He's worked with the best in the game, and
WBO middleweight champion himself.
Yes, you know, a knockout artist, like, you know, a highlight reel there that will stand the test of time. But Paddy's in good hands, and I think he's surrounded now. The conditions are perfect for him. Now he needs to go and put in the work and have a great career.
100%. Eric, I'm going to leave you speak with family and friends.
Gentlemen, thanks Tom. God bless.
Thank you. Thomas Lyons, Raps on TV, Eric Donovan.
We're going to go back to the hotel.